What up, people? Welcome to the Push Wild Black Show, and this is the first Bullscast of this season. Now, if you follow me on YouTube, because again, this started as a YouTube channel, I've tried to do Bulls vlogs about Bulls games, like right after the game. I couldn't continue throughout the season, though. So I just kind of would do some Bulls vlogs and then stop and then start again next season and then stop again. So, but I've always picked up basketball vlogs and now basketball podcasts because I had a few basketball podcasts when this started being a podcast / YouTube thing during the playoffs and during the finals. So this season, I'm going to make a conscious effort, now that I'm more comfortable recording shorter pods, to do a Bulls pod. If not right after the game, the morning after the game. So unless otherwise stated. All right, so I watched the game live when it happened because as of recording this, it's about 1:45 in the afternoon. So I watched the game when it happened. I missed the fourth quarter because I had to take a phone call. So I watched the fourth quarter, but I didn't pay attention to the fourth quarter. So I wanted to watch the whole game again. I wanted to see the fourth quarter, especially to find out why the Bulls lost this game by 126 to 125. All right. So this isn't really going to be a breakdown of the game, but more so of thoughts of what I saw. All right. So Lloyd Markkanen had 35 and 17. I've said it on the YouTube channel. I'm saying it here. Lloyd Markkanen is the best player on this team, period. I know Zach LaVine is the athlete and he can jump out the gym and he can sell tickets, but Lloyd Markkanen is the best player on this team. And one of the things this season that people were talking about is if Lloyd Markkanen is going to take that next step from good player to maybe all-star or fringe all-star to superstar. Everybody's trying to figure out what Lloyd Markkanen is. My whole thing about Lloyd Markkanen is you need to showcase him in the offense. And I think with Thomas Satoransky, stabilizing the point guard situation, I think that'll work itself out. The Bulls had a very difficult time defending the perimeter. Charlotte Hornets, who I didn't expect Charlotte to be, no one expected Charlotte to be competitive, let alone win the game. Charlotte shot 23 3-pointers. That's a franchise record. P.J. Washington set a rookie record for 7 3-pointers. Devontae Graham had off the bench, he had 6 3-pointers. Marvin Williams had 5 3-pointers. Devontae Graham has 23 points. Marvin Williams has 17 points. You got to defend the perimeter. They had steals. They were able to defend the passing lanes. So I'm not going to sit here and say that defense was a problem. It's just perimeter defense was a problem. There's no way. And quite honestly, athletic big men are going to give the Bulls a problem. Because when Cody Zeller is jumping out the gym and going to the lane and dunking on people, that's a problem. But the defensive effort was there in spaces, and they did score 125 points without necessarily relying on the 3-point to do so, and just give the ball to your best player and the one that has the hot hand and let him keep you in the game. Thad Young played well. Cody White played well off the bench. There's a set that the Bulls, I hope they continue to run this, but there was a lineup where Ryan Archie-Nakano, Kobe White, and Chris Dunn were on the floor at the same time. A lot of energy, a lot of willing defensive energy, and I liked what I saw. So I don't know what that last couple of sequences was in the last portion of the game. I know what Zach was trying to do, so I'm not mad at him. I think you should at least look for the three, though, considering you're down by 3. But, I digress. They did not want to foul him, so they let him go. Defensively, you can't let Devontae Graham just sink back in the backcourt like that and get the ball. Can't do that. So there was people falling down, people not paying attention. So defensively, even though they did some good things, and there are some good things that I saw, because their willingness to guard a little bit is cool, but their lack of perimeter defense is a problem. And I didn't know that Charlotte had 3-point shooters like that, especially P.J. Brown and Devontae Graham. Miles Bridges was open. They didn't look for him, and he took advantage of that. I didn't know that he had that in him. Never really watched Charlotte like that, but apparently Charlotte has some 3-pointers. There will be nights where those threes don't fall. So if the Bulls play like that, as far as being able to run, as far as giving the ball to Lauri Markkanen, and he was having a good game, or whoever the hot hand is, recognition of the hot hand or the leading scorer has kind of been a problem in the past, because this team in the past, everybody has been, I want to get my shots up. Whereas I think now it was kind of like, it wasn't a lot of selfish shots. It was a lot of ball movement, and they recognized, although there was a couple of times they didn't recognize Lauri Markkanen. Lauri Markkanen had the hot hand. Lauri Markkanen was scoring, and they made sure he got the ball. So, anyway, these are going to be short, probably. These are going to be maybe 10 to 12 minutes. I'm at 8 right now, and I think I'm good. I do want to say a couple things about the NBA in general. I don't know if I'm going to do a all-around NBA pod or just tack on some NBA thoughts at the end of these. But from what I saw during opening night and somewhat of yesterday, the Lakers are going to be interesting because of their height. We've seen teams, Milwaukee and Philly, mostly, that they're getting long, and they're getting athletic, big guys, and they're gonna be a problem defensively. I don't think that the Lakers are gonna be better than the Clippers, though. The Clippers are gonna be scary good. It's almost gonna be unfair, because basically it's the same team. Clippers were running at 80% Tuesday. They weren't even running healthy, at all. When they get fully healthy, when Paul George is there and they get fully healthy and he gets integrated in their offense, it's not going to be fair for the rest of the league. And because Kawhi Leonard is still Kawhi Leonard, and defensively, the energy there is just nuts. I don't know what Toronto's doing. with the 2-point guard set. Van Vliet was playing very well for what they asked him to do. I don't know if that's going to work throughout the season. They're probably going to make the playoffs just because the East is bad and their premier team. I don't know how long that's going to last, though. The 2-point guard set where Van Vliet's basically doing the majority of the scoring and Siakam is secondary, but we'll go from there. And let's see, because I got a chance to see. Sucks for Zion Williamson that he got hurt. I feel vindicated though because I was telling people that Zion Williamson is. I was telling people that I wanted the Bulls not to draft him if they won the lottery. I'm so glad they didn't win the lottery because the lottery saved them from themselves. It sucks for Zion Williamson, but that's going to be a consistent problem unless he slims down a little. And I think his natural non-working weight, and I mean, when I mean non-working weight, like his natural comfortable weight is 285. You know what I'm saying? You would literally have to like change a bunch of things to get to like 165. And with a knee issue, and his ankle was a problem at Duke. He had knee issues since high school. This is gonna be a problem for him consistently. And by a dude that's so explosive, how's that gonna handle his explosiveness? I am sad that he went through this injury, but I've always thought since he came out, I'm like, that dude's a piece, and if you're gonna build your team around that guy, you might not win a championship with Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson could jump out the gym, but he's undersized in every position. Undersized as a small forward, undersized as a power forward, undersized as a center. Because they've been talking about him playing small ball center. But as a team, New Orleans will be fine. Lonzo played okay, and they have a nice little squad there without Zion Williamson. With Zion Williamson, because Zion Williamson in the preseason, I will give him this. He is a willing defender. And he's a bully defensively. Like, he takes balls away from you. So when they do get him back, he's important. But I don't see him being a dude that you build around. I think just because we don't know how his weight's gonna be. I don't know how his injuries are gonna be. But yeah, from what I saw of the last couple days or the last few days, interesting. So that's about 13 minutes. So yeah, I'm probably going to do this Friday against when the Bulls go against the Grizzlies, and then at the end talk about like NBA stuff if it's important at the end of these. But anyway, I'm out of here. See y'all Friday.